So for me, I'm glad you brought that up because capital allocation is critical for us. Um, a good business is only as good as the capital allocation. You may not be able to kill it, but you can certainly hurt it. And there are really three people that come to mind in TMT, but more media telecom, who I view as excellent capital allocators from a long-term historical construct. I would say probably in order. They're John Malone of Liberty Media, who has demonstrated over and over again if you partner with him for the long term and you don't necessarily follow what John Malone says, you just follow what he does. Investors have been able to make enormous amounts of generate enormous amounts of returns from following him. I think the other two that I would study very carefully are Chase Carey, who really revolutionized DirecTV, both from an operational perspective. He just took it to a level where the company was operating at a level that no other company was able to operate in the pay TV industry, either cable or satellite, and then executed massive amounts of capital return for the benefits of his investors. And then now he brought that same discipline to News Corp, and he's engineered something that no one ever thought was possible. He convinced Rupert Murdoch to spin off the low return print assets to focus on the very high return traditional content businesses, and more specifically the extraordinarily high return cable network assets that have been growing so rapidly. And the third one that comes to mind would be Charlie Ergen of Dish. And while I think most of his success has been in the earlier stages of creating EchoStar, I think he's proving out in the latter years that he'll still be able to generate good returns from investors. He hasn't squandered capital. He's done a very good job of accumulating very valuable spectrum assets. And I think he'll probably be able to achieve ultimately good IRR from his investment in Sprint. We're not involved per se, but I think when he invests his money, since he owns 50% of the company, he's investing it as if every dollar is his own. And really, I think that element is the same across all three of the investors that we're talking today.